The rebellion is in shambles. With the recent loss of their leader, they are struggling. But this defeat was not without a victory of its own. For in his final moments, he secured an artifact of great importance. This blade was paramount to the Triumvirate's leadership of Alestia. And without it, their tyrannical grip on the people would surely falter. Having no choice, they give their Grand Inquisitor one simple order. Destroy the rebellion and retrieve the lost blade of the Triumvirate. But Dormek, the new leader of the rebels, has set other plans in motion. Hiding the blade in Valenoth, he is confident that it will be protected. This sheltered hamlet is now custodian to the weapon that would liberate the world. And so, it would be met with a gruesome fate by the Triumvirate and their Grand Inquisitor.
Well, that explains the sword on the title screen then. Do I have to? Oh no, it fades on its own. Okay, I just want to say the fade in and fade out is really slow with certain images. Everything is burning. I can do little to help its spreading. An immense pain assaults my head, and I throw my face into my hands. The same question repeatedly plays in my mind. What am I doing here? I have no knowledge of what happened up until this point. Well, thank goodness you had a narrator fill you in right there. My brain is struggling to fill in the blanks, not gaining any headway. It's almost like, until this exact moment, I never existed. Oh no, is it gonna be like a fourth wall break again? I mean, I like those, but I don't know, I see that a lot these days. Then why is it now that cognition has found me? Or there's something I could do to put out these flames? Or perhaps I was the cause of this inferno to begin with. Jeez, I hope not. A foolish thought, and one I throw away. If I was responsible, then I wouldn't feel this sense of dread. You might have started it by accident. Who knows? An emotion shared by those who stand beside me.
Come on, pick up the pace. If we waste any more time, we won't make it out alive. There's no way the Elder would let me let that one down.
Ah, you're pretty. A nice voice too. Voice acting is spot on. I feel like she's escorting me. I should follow her. Could it be that she's tasked with my protection? I grasp at the straws that are I am terrible at reading sentences. I grasp at the straws that are the memories in my mind. I'm only able to latch onto one, and its title that I go by.
Are you even paying attention?
Oh, I'm the seeress or the seer. Ah, gotcha, choosing my gender.
I know who you are, Seer. Did you hit your head or something?
Probably. She scoffs as she turns the other way. But I know she's right. I'm not taking this seriously. Like you probably should. Well, I guess figuring out your gender is important, but probably not when the village is burning down. It feels like a dream, and I doubt that it's all happening. A few moments later, a sudden sensation startles me. There is a firm grip on my soldier. Soldier. There is a firm grip on my soldier. We aren't alone. Underneath a veil of fright, I turn to greet this second stranger.
Valessa has our safety in mind, okay? Forgive her hot-headedness for me. Freedom isn't too much farther.
You have a handsome voice. And you are handsome. Valessa, huh?
We need to stay calm and think this through. Two guys like us, we should have no problem. We'll be safe and sound before you know it.
Now that's reassuring. We weave through the houses and alleys to remain unseen, doing our best to be completely silent. We bring no attention to ourselves. The flames encourage our urgency, but we're careful not to be fast or reckless. Our silence makes everything else more prominent, however. The screams of those being slaughtered fill me with a feeling of disgust. Oh no, not dead doggies. I should take this more seriously. Our silence makes everything else more prominent, however. The screams of those being slaughtered fills me with a feeling of disgust. We need to find cover, and Valessa points out a small alcove waiting nearby.
Look, they're dying because they panicked. We need to stay calm and think through this together. If we freak out, we'll only end up like them, you know?
Really?
She has a point. Our first instinct was to run, but so was theirs. We should let them face the brunt of this attack.
Wait. Sad. Sad, happy, and neutral. Wait. So we're letting them die to buy us time? Good idea. Let them... Wow, that's sadistic. There has to be another way to do this. You know what? I'll go for the sad option.
What else are we supposed to do? We're not equipped to take them on alone.
You have a sword. Or some kind of weapon behind your back.
But using them like pawns, Ulrich. The people of Valinor deserve more than that.
I agree.
Do you have any better ideas? If we try to save them all, we'll die. I'm here to protect you two, not kill you.
Well, save who you can. My suspicions are correct. Ulrich is the one protecting us. But why exactly are we a higher priority than the civilians? I don't know, but I don't like it. I venture a guess that we're currently in this Valinor. The pain in my head pulses again, and I stumble back. As I let out a groan, Ulrich rushes over to my side. His exaggerated concern is now understandable.
It must be the smoke. Make sure to sit down. The lower you are right now, the better. Are you having trouble breathing?
I shake my head and let him know that it's not the smoke. This causes Valessa to chime in, voicing her concerns as well.
Yeah, something else is going on here. He's been acting strange for a while now. Is there something you need to tell us?
I don't know what's going on right now. I can't seem to remember anything. Well, I kinda know what's going on. Well, I don't know why the village is suddenly burning, but I kinda know the lore, something about a sword that would help one side win the battle, and it being hidden somewhere. Okay, to be frank, I didn't follow along that well. I'll go with this.
Did some debris fall on your head back there? I'm starting to side with Valessa on this one. Come on, time to gear you up.
Okie dokie, let's hope I know how to use weapons. Or remember how to use weapons. Steps away for a few moments and inspects the ground around him. There's a brief period where I can't see him, but he returns with a blade. The fire causes it to glisten, almost like it's begging me to take it.
I don't care what's going on in that head of yours, but it's not more important than your survival. We're all overwhelmed. It's not just you.
Understandable. He holds out the blade, expecting my compliance. At this rate, it seems like fighting may be inevitable.
Take it. We won't be standing here forever. As soon as we leave this alcove, we'll be vulnerable. I can't take care of you all the time, you know.
Yeah, I wish you'd take care of me, because you are pretty damn hot. I mean, look! Look at your pecs! Daddy, please protect me! Okay, I won't do that kind of jokes all the time. Of course, I'll defend myself as well. I can't fight, I have no training. Ooh, this is actually a tough one. Because, you know, the real me would actually at least try. I mean, like, yeah, I have no training as well. I don't know how to... Real me, of course, doesn't know how to use a sword either, but I would at least try. Or aggressive, of course, I'll defend myself as well. Well, I don't know.
Now that's what I like to hear. I'll feel better if you have something to fight with. Valessa has her daggers, but you had nothing.
Okay, she has daggers. You have something. It could be an axe, it could be a sword. I have no idea. All I see is a handle. I grab the blade and swing it a couple of times, testing its weight. I know that much. It seems good enough for me, and I wouldn't have any problems using it. Though it was a far cry from the massive blade that Ulrich carried. Ah, so it is a sword.
Now then, it's time to move. Seems like some of the noise has finally died down. We should start by investigating the town square.
The noise dying down seems to imply that everyone is dead. Lovely. He walks off, expecting us to follow along. But as I'm about to take a step, Valessa grabs my arm. The look on her face tells me something is wrong.
You are confused about all this, right?
Yep.
I bet you don't even know what being the seer means.
Yep.
Or how we've known each other for our entire lives.
We have? I look at the ground in both shame and confusion. She's completely right. My head is a mess. As I try to think of an excuse, her response surprises me. The whole starting off with amnesia sort of thing is very common trope, but it's a common trope because it works, so that's why I'm giving it a pass. I mean, because you expect it makes us more relatable to the player because, it makes the player more relatable relate more to the protagonist of the story, since both the player and the protagonist would be starting off not knowing anything.
That's normal, but please listen. We only have a few moments before Ulrich notices we're not there. The seer is special. You wield spirits to induce prophetic visions.
Oh, really? Well, I guess that makes sense.
When you have these visions, you're unable to remember anything. When you wake up, you'll dismiss it as a dream and forget it ever happened. As your scribe, it's my job to help you take advantage of this.
Yeah, but my entire life?
We have to follow Ulrich now, but know one thing. The way you're acting, I'm certain this is a vision. That means you can use it for information.
So wait, what? The scenario playing out before me is a vision of the future? Or something else entirely? I mean, I know what a seer is. It's, like a prophet or fortune teller, but still. She takes a few steps closer to me and grabs my hand. Staring right into my eyes, I notice a glimmer of hope shining within her.
I'm relieved. This means Valnorth is still fine. When you wake up, use this vision to save everyone. It's your duty as seer to ensure this doesn't become real.
Oh, okay, so I was right. This isn't actually happening, but we're supposed to, I'm supposed to use this information to, prevent it. I see. Kind of like, Xenoblade Chronicles, then. She lets go of my hands and follows after Ulrich. Though it's hard to believe what she said, I'm less confused. I finally had a reason for why I felt so disconnected. But if this was a vision, then what would become of Ulrich and Valessa? Would all this carnage be undone as soon as I woke up? What if they died? Or what if I died in this vision? Can you die in a vision? Can you die in a dream? I follow after Valessa, realizing I might never know. But a faint sense of determination rises up within me. Wait, since I don't remember Valessa or Ulrich, does this mean that when the protagonist wakes up, it would mean that, it would take us back to, like, before we actually met Ulrich and Valessa? And, like, because we've seen both of them in the dream, we already know who they are? That would be a pretty interesting introduction. But a faint sense of determination rises up within me. If there was a chance I could stop this, I had to do it. Is that Dracula's castle? In the present day, the don't see that word often. Triumvirate conspires with the Grand Inquisitor. For the events that led to Valenorth's destruction had yet to be set in motion. Sophie knelt before his masters, more eager to serve than he had ever been before.
Rise, Sophie, but please assure us of your certainty. We hate to act without knowing everything.
Well, that's creepy, you talking in unison, and I can't see your faces. Do you even have faces? Do you even have bodies? Are you just a trio of talking robes?
The prisoner mentions Valenorth over and over. The rebels are hiding something of importance there. Along with recent events, we can only surmise one thing.
That you're pretty hot for somebody who is probably the villain.
The blade of Exodus.
Exodus. Isn't an Exodus like a journey? It's a blade of journey? Well, obviously the first thing that comes to my mind is the Bible, the book of Exodus.
I am almost certain. But if that's where they've chosen to hide it, it means that our other target is also there.
Your compliance pleases us, Sophie. Your plan was risky, but it worked out in the end. A final interrogation would influence our decision further.
You'd have me interrogate the prisoner once more. If I may be so bold, to what end do you request this?
Not you, Sophie. We want your apprentice to do this. It is time for him to prove his worth.
Apprentice? Their voices echoed loudly through their darkened chambers. It mattered not which Triumvirate spoke, for they were all of one mind. Obviously, if they're talking in unison, I'm going to assume that it's a hive mind. With a clear irritation in his voice, Sophie did his best to stay calm.
My apprentice? I've told you many times I want to work alone. It would be more efficient for me to do this myself.
Insubordination? This is unbecoming of you, Sophie. We demand that you obey.
Obey us, Sophie.
The role of Grand Inquisitor can be very dangerous. If we were to lose you, a replacement would be necessary. You must train this replacement while you still breathe.
As you command.
Sophie turned his back to the Triumvirate and spotted his apprentice. He was standing by the door, listening to their conversation. If he'd heard of Sophie's distaste for him, he showed no concern.
Interrogation? And what would you have me extract? I thought the prisoner was at his wit's end.
Oh my god, this might be the prettiest character I have seen so far.
Anything to confirm our suspicions about Valenorth. If you fail, I will not hesitate to punish you. Remember what we're on the verge of.
I understand, Master. I'll do my best to get you what you need. What are the limits when it comes to my approach?
Why do the evil ones have to be so hot?
Keep him alive, Halen. I find that psychological pain is the most valid approach. He cares more for his rebel allies than he does for himself.
Then I will threaten the rebellion's very core. I'm grateful to have this opportunity, Master. Things are starting to line up well for me.
Why do the hottest ones have such terrible personalities?
They tend to do that when you have the Triumvirate's blessing. We should take care of this immediately and catch them unprepared. Every moment we waste is a moment they gain, Halen.
They leave the room together, talking among themselves. The Triumvirate waits until they are gone before speaking. A faint smile on their faces. What faces? As age-old plans come to fruition.
So it's finally going to happen, isn't it? What we've been waiting for all these years. Do you think we should tell Sophie our true plan?
Okay, that's a lot of plot thrown at us at once. I think that I'm gonna end it here in this, well, prison shell. I hope you enjoyed this first part. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and say so in the comments. Also be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.